Yes, people, I've and welcome back to Arsenal Previews, a show where we preview every single Arsenal game. It's Carabao Cup action now. The semi-final first leg, Liverpool versus Arsenal. As always, if you're new around here, if you enjoy Arsenal content, and if you enjoy football content, please consider subscribing on my road to 700 and drop a like down below so this video gets out to more people. So, of course, starting with where the game's being played, it's being played at Anfield this Thursday, 7:45 PM kickoff, and it is being shown live on Sky Sports. In terms of heading into the team news now, Liverpool, well, let's first talk about the fact that they apparently came back with 12 false positive COVID cases, according to their manager, Jurgen Klopp. Now, to put this into perspective, you have a higher chance of winning the lottery than you do returning 12 false positive COVID cases. It's very fishy, and EFL they choose not to investigate. For me, it's an absolute farce. Jurgen Klopp did what he wanted to do. He wanted to postpone this game because he had a few bodies out, and now they're back to pretty much near full strength. He's okay to play this game, man. He whinged all the time, Jurgen Klopp, just whinges and whinges, and he got his way, and now we have to play this game. Obviously, they forfeited home advantage. Like, what does it matter? It's not like there's away goals anyway. Like, what does home advantage really do without away goals? So, at the end of the day, Liverpool have finessed their way to play the first leg now rather than last week, because we will already know our finalists should we progress, because Tottenham versus Chelsea will all be wrapped up tonight as I'm recording this. The game is just about to kick off, and we're stuck playing two legs against Liverpool with a North London derby either in the middle, sandwiched between those two games. But nevertheless, we are here and we are ready to play. In terms of the actual team news, Trent and Alisson have returned to training after COVID absences. Thiago and Divock Origi remain absent, as well as all the AFCON players, including Salah, Mane and Keita. Robertson also overcame a knock he sustained at the weekend, so Jurgen Klopp has a strong squad to choose from. In terms of Arsenal's team news, of course, Xhaka, Emil Smith-Rowe and Takehiro Tomiyasu will all be assessed after they had Xhaka's out due to COVID. Emil Smith-Rowe had a groin strain and Tomiyasu a calf strain. It's nothing serious, and I'm hoping they're just back for the North London derby. In terms of the other players missing, of course, Aubameyang, Pepe, El Neni and Partey are all at AFCON. So yeah, in terms of my predicted lineup now for Arsenal, in goal, Bernd Leno, he should stay in goal again. He was really good actually against Forest, our best player. He couldn't really do anything about the goal, made a great save on a free kick, and we are due a bounce back with some of these players, man. Honestly, we are due a massive bounce back because some of these players played really terrible. I'm not going to lie, really, really awful on the weekend. Couldn't really think of one good performer apart from Bernd Leno in goal, which means we really need to step up our game now. This is against Liverpool, so we can't play like that because we get absolutely lamped differently. Onto the right back, and for me, this has to be one of the last games that Cedric Soares plays at this football club. I'm just playing him because, to be honest, Tomiyasu, I don't want to risk him ahead of the weekend. He's so important for that North London derby. Cedric can have one more game at this club, man. He was terrible on the weekend. Honestly, I was tearing my eyes out watching him play football. I mean, he just needs to come back a better footballer. Hopefully they've hit the training ground, all these players, and have had a hard, long look at themselves, because that was not good enough on the weekend. It's time to right some wrongs here on tomorrow on Thursday against Liverpool. In terms of centre-backs, right centre-back, Rob Holding, he can just go back in. We need to save Ben White for the actual North London derby. And then left centre-back, I'm going to play Gabriel. He's back from his suspension. Let's give Ben White a rest because he played on the weekend. Give him a whole week's rest to play on the next weekend against Spurs. Gabriel served his suspension. He can play a game here just to get his fitness back up and then go again against Tottenham on the weekend, provided hopefully he doesn't get injured. Left back, Nuno Tavares, he got slinged off against Nottingham Forest. I think it was a bit unfair to do that. He knows he's a young kid. He wasn't playing that bad to take him off after 38 minutes. Hope he doesn't destroy his confidence. I mean, last time he was at Anfield, he made a shocker mistake. Shocker to give Liverpool their second goal. I wouldn't be surprised if he turns to Tierney, but for me, just give Tavares another game. Look, I mean, the worst thing will be to drop him now because this is a game he's expected to play, given it is a cup game. If you drop him for this, that will crush his confidence differently. And you can tell Tavares is a player that plays well on confidence. If the guy has no confidence, he's going to make a lot of mistakes. In terms of centre mids, right centre mid, Albert Sambi-Lokonga, he's our strongest midfielder right now with Xhaka out due to COVID. And then left centre mid, Charlie Patino. It's going to have to be the same centre mids than against Nottingham Forest because we are short in numbers. We're targeting centre mids in the winter window, but of course we're 12 days through and we have signed absolutely nobody apart from a 16-year-old left back from West Brom, I'm hearing. So we need to make some movements in January transfer window, but until that time has come and with Xhaka out due to COVID, those are the only two midfielders we have. I'm just hoping we actually play through the midfield at Anfield on Thursday, because against Forest, we were just playing out wide too much. We bypassed our whole midfield. Get Patino and get Lokonga on the ball a bit more. Right wing, I am going to play Bukayo Saka. He didn't really do much on the weekend, and to be honest, our squad's looking really depleted. Like, really badly depleted. We barely have anyone. Seems like we're going to have to play our first choice squad every single game. Cam, Ødegaard, I mean, there's not a whole host of players to really choose from. Let's be honest, even our bench looked weak. And then left wing, Gabriel Martinelli. I'm just hoping that Emil Smith-Rowe, and Tomiyasu can come back to hopefully at least boost our bench a little bit. And then striker, Alex Lacazette, and Nketiah, man, he was terrible on the weekend. Terrible. Just missed some absolute sitters. Arteta said he's not going anywhere. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if we do ship him off somewhere, man, because he's on a pre-contract agreement he can make due to the fact that his contract does run out in 6 months, which means he can go anywhere for free in the summer, and Arsenal cannot intervene. So he might be someone that Bayer Leverkusen, Crystal Palace, who knows. And to be honest, if we can just get shot of him for like 5-10 million in this like window, I'd defo do it. I'm not sure what club would do it unless they're desperate for a striker this January, but if it can happen, make sure it happens. In terms of looking forward to the final, then this is a two-legged matchup. But if we do win, we'll play either Chelsea or Spurs. It's looking more likely to be Chelsea, considering they are 2-0 up from the first leg, and they're just about to start the second leg at White Hart Lane as I'm recording this video. But who knows, man? Who would I want? Of course I want Chelsea. I do not want to play Spurs in the final. I want Spurs to get knocked out instantly, man. And without Son, it's looking like Chelsea should get the victory. But then again, who knows? In terms of my score prediction now, I'm going to go for a 2-1 Liverpool victory. I think they'll edge it 2-1, unfortunately, but hopefully we can get them back in the home leg, the second round leg. And I'm looking forward to it, man. For me, it's going to sound so bad, but it's the closest we get to like a Champions League knockout game in terms of the two-legged fixture, home and away. It's the closest thing we've had to one of those. And against a top team like Liverpool, it's a good way we can assess our skills. Hopefully two strong-ish lineups. I'm hoping Jurgen Klopp rests a few, man, especially considering he's got games on the weekend. But who knows, man. I'm looking forward to it. First leg away. Second leg, we bring it back to the Emirates and let's see who gets through to the final. As always, if you're new around here, if you enjoy Arsenal content, if you enjoy football content, please consider subscribing on my road to 700 and drop a like down below so this video gets out to more people. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.